She joined PBT as a 7th grader, and she attended Montgomery Blair High School. And she's currently playing basketball at Susquehanna University as a basketball player, which is amazing. Congratulations. And during this interview, you'll hear about her PBT experience, joining in middle school, and also being a college player. So for our first question is, when did you join PBT and why?
Why did I join PB Thunder?
Yes.
I tried out, and I wasn't very good. And Coach Crystal kind of is what made me want to join, because she kind of saw me, and I think she knew that she could build with me. And I love the team. I think that's one of my favorite things about PB Thunder was my teammates, who I still talk to all the time. So yeah.
Awesome. And I know I've heard you mention that when you first joined PBT, you didn't get a lot of playing time. You kind of started on the bench. Can you share with us your process from getting little playing time to becoming a starter and earning a lot of playing time?
Well, I think at the beginning, I really just didn't know basketball knowledge very well. I think I was lost on the court pretty much. But I talked to Coach Crystal, and I was pretty much like, what can I do? Because this is ridiculous. Sorry, someone's trying to come in. And I was like, what can I do to become a better player? What can I focus on? And Coach, I went before a lot of practices with Coach, and we just kind of went over drills, and she pretty much went over drills that I need to work on. So I think that's kind of what I did. I just worked really hard. I was in the gym a lot, and that's what I did.
That's awesome. Okay, for the next question is, how did the coaches support you when you were trying to improve your game? You kind of already touched on this, but
How they support me?
yeah.
I think they just kept me with confidence. They just kept being don't give up, you got it. Just that kind of basic thing. Coach Crystal just kept pushing me, even when it wasn't pretty. Yep, it wasn't pretty. A lot of the time, and Coach Crystal kind of don't give up, because you're gonna regret it, and it's right. So yeah, I think that's what it was. Definitely Coach Crystal's confidence that she gave me.
Amazing.
Sorry.
Yeah, the support you get on PBT and in general is just so encouraging and motivates you to just always do your best and do your best for the coaches, for the teams, and honestly your teammates in general. So
yeah,
I can definitely
love your teammates that you just succeed with you, and that really helped. The support from my teammates also. There's Emily. Hi, Emily.
Okay, so the next question is, any advice for players that are currently not playing a lot and want more playing time?
I would say extra time in the gym. I would say and putting 100% of effort into practice. I think practice really is where you'll get playing time. I think show your coaches and your teammates that you can play well in practice, and it'll go in through the game. I think talking to your coaches, especially about what you can improve on, is a big thing. Literally just having your coach be straight up with you, because they will be. If you don't like the answer they give you, I think that's important. Have good communication with them.
And I remember with PBT, we had beginning meetings, middle of the season meetings.
That was good. No, that was helpful. Because it kind of gave you what your role will be as a player. So it kind of gave you some sort of idea and how to change. If you didn't like your role, it kind of gave you how to change it. So yeah.
So for your next question, it says, you played for PBT for a long time. I know there are other clubs that tried to recruit you. Why did you choose to stay with PBT?
I think I stayed with PB Thunder because, one, Coach Crystal has been my all-time favorite mentor and coach since I text her still, I talk. And then the teammates, definitely, you and, Emily and Kaylee, Irene, all of them, I think that's what made AAU so fun, was our team.
Absolutely.
Going to hotels, that was just the best part about it. Practice was fun because you got to see everyone, and everyone knows everything about each other. You were so involved with those lives, not just through basketball, that I think it just made you want to show up more.
Absolutely. And okay, I just Emily's just all the mention.
I know. I'm
just
the
family is what all.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Next is you were a four-year varsity player and started MVP first team district. What prepared you for that?
Probably AAU. I
Yeah.
mean, I think when you're not in the high school season, playing off season as much as we did prepared me. It didn't, because a lot of high school players play high school season and then that's it. So it's
Yeah.
hard to get. But when you go from high school basketball just all the way through AAU, like we were there all during the summer, like like away tournaments, weeks away from home playing basketball. I think that really prepared me, and how many days we were in the gym.
Absolutely. I just remember like especially like during the summer, it's like 5 weeks or even more than that
Yeah.
continuously playing.
No, it
Just
was
always.
yeah. Like a week that you didn't have basketball, those couple of weeks that like you didn't have it, it was like whoa, like it was like crazy because you didn't. It's still like here in college, like we'd never really have off days. Like today's my one off day, Sunday,
Yeah.
and um, and then once the season ends, we'll still do pickup, lift. Like it's never not basketball.
Hmm.
Good, keeps you in shape.
All right. Next is how has PBT helped you become a college athlete, and how did PBT help you in your college recruiting process as well?
Um, Being a college athlete, PB Thunder really helped me with my skills, especially, and like how to work with the team, how to communicate. Because I mean, you're gonna have communication issues no matter what team you're on. So
Hmm.
I being able to learn that is a really important skill before college, because it's brand new people. Like you like walk into that practice the first day, you don't know anyone.
Yeah.
Like it's hard because you don't know how anyone plays, you don't know any of that. So that really helped. Is learning how to communicate with your teammates, and then just the skills of playing. Um, so I keep seeing these little like
Yeah.
that is just playing like all the time with the team helped, just getting that practice in.
Hmm.
Recruiting process, Coach Crystal definitely did that for me. She was always emailing coaches. If I just gave her like a school that I was interested in, I would have an email from that coach the next day. Like she was on top of it. She's always on top of it. I'll give her that. She's the most
Yeah.
organized person I'll ever meet.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know how she does sometimes.
no, she makes me look like a mess. Because she's on top of everything. So I think that was one of the most beneficial things, was having Coach Crystal be able to talk to coaches for me
Hmm.
and get me connected with them.
Yeah, absolutely. And you kind of talked about how like what your one off day is Sunday. Could you talk more about what a typical week of being a college athlete looks like?
Well, right now with winter break, it pretty much starts because no one's here. We've been here since December 26th. Just the boys basketball team and the girls basketball team, like swimmers, like that kind of thing. So like me and my roommate Kenzie, we'll wake up, go get something to eat, and then we'll go to practice from 1 to 3 or 3 to 5, and then we'll come home and we'll get dinner and just hang out with like we hang out with the boys team a lot, like that kind of thing. You just hang out with your teammates, which is really nice because then you become so close to them. Like this is like my family also, like this basketball team. Um, and then on game days, it's just a whole like game days take up most of the day,
Yeah.
traveling and shoot around and stuff like that. So I'm pretty busy even with no school going on. When school happens, it gets a little more complicated, but I'm excited to see everyone.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so next is what is your favorite memory of PBT?
Oh gosh. I don't have like one memory. I don't think. I think always the away tournaments, staying in hotel rooms was always the best. I think that was like Susquehanna the Hawks. Yep. Yeah. Fun. No, I think that my favorite memories are away tournaments and staying in hotels. Like Coach Crystal would put together little activities for us to do, like scavenger hunts. Like it was just like the littlest things that just made it so much fun, just hanging out with the team.
Yeah, I remember like we always played assassin and we did scavenger hunts,
Oh
but
yeah.
a lot of we did like when we had our I guess team meetings after like a away tournament, we all like gathered in one room and like just played different games and it was
Yeah,
just so
it took up it just and doing that kind of stuff with the team really it just makes you closer, and I think that was my favorite part, was just hanging with the team and like seeing the coaches not like in their coaching element, like not yelling at us or being frustrated, just seeing them. graduate. Okay. So, I think that was like my favorite moments was getting to see
Yeah.
the side of the basketball area.
Okay. Next up is what do you like most about being a college athlete?
I think I love the team. I
Mhm.
think you make kind of instant friends when you get here. We're with them. We're with together all the time. Like I'll see them tonight. Like it's just like my what was the question again?
What do you like most about being a college athlete?
I yeah, I like that, and I also like, playing basketball. Obviously, I like being busy. Doesn't It gives me an excuse to get out of bed and go and do something. Um, yeah, I just like the relationships you form from it and playing.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, and one word, how would you describe PBT?
This is gonna be cringy. Oh my god. I would say family, easily, just because it is like
Absolutely.
that would be my word.
Yes. I honestly, I would describe it in the same exact way. Just like the people you have, like people still text me that are like graduated a long time ago. I see people frequently. I talk to them all the time. Like it's just like always that kind of community environment.
I know. I like Kenzie's going to. I mean, not Kenzie. Oh my gosh. I was going to Dickinson. I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
See you next year. Like, we play them. Like
Oh,
excited to see. Like it's just like you're never not connected with them. With especially social media, it's great.
okay. And the last question for tonight is any advice for players that are currently going through the process of deciding on which AAU team to join?
I would say make sure you like your coach because they're going to be who you rely on to make you get better. And make sure that you can connect with your teammates because if you don't like your teammates, then you're not going to want to play.
Mm-hmm.
It's simple as that. You're with them all the time. Basketball is such a sport where you have to be connected with people you play with.
Mm-hmm.
Well, nothing. It's a team sport. It's not a one person sport at all. So you have to make sure that you can get along with them on and off the court. But yeah, I would say making sure that you like the atmosphere of your coach and your teammates.
100%.
Comfortable because they're going to see you at your worst, most likely.
You need to have a comfortable environment in order to grow, and that starts with like knowing who's on your team and
Yeah,
everything.
growing takes a lot. You're going to
Yeah.
all make sure that you're comfortable.
Well, thank you so much, Kate, for joining us. I really appreciate it.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Of course. Nice seeing you.
Crystal's still on here. Of course she is. Where is she? There she is. Goodbye, Coach Crystal. I love you. All right. Bye, Nora. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
And thank you everyone else who also joined. I really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a good night. We'll be back next Sunday with the next person, and these are our IG Lives with former and current players. Thank you again. Good night.